Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today we are doing something a little bit different. We are not cooking, but I'll show you how I remove my stickers from the bottles and then I use these bottles for my DIY projects such as putting my cooking oil, my juice, wine or any other thing that you'd like to use your bottle for. So with me here I have 4 bottles of liquor that are already emptied, and this is not a sponsored content. These are just the available bottles that I have at the moment, and so we are going to be using them. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So for today's project, you only need your bottle and some water and a container. This is my water, this is cold water, and this is the container that I'm going to be using, and these are the bottles that I'm also going to be using for this project. And first and foremost, we need to warm this water. So I'll start by warming this water, not warm to the touch but slightly warm, but not boiling hot. So I'll show you the right temperature. Since I do not have a thermometer, I'll show you at what point you're supposed to get off your water. So as we wait for the water to become hot, this is what you're going to do with the bottles. You're going to remove this upper part of the bottle for all the 4 bottles. And for this point, you need a very sharp knife, but you also need to be very careful. So I'll start with this one. Don't mind about the looks of the knife. You just need a very sharp knife. And today this happens to be the sharpest knife that I have. So you're going to slice it like this, carefully. And remove it like this. So once you're done, it was that easy. And now we have our 4 bottles without the upper seal. And for each and every bottle, this, you can remove this. And this, for these bottle tops, you can keep them or decide to throw them. But I like keeping mine because it depends with what I'm using the particular bottle for. It varies, so I might need the top or I might not need it. And for this bottle top, it also can be separated into 3 parts. So we have this, this and this. So I'll proceed to remove the other 3. So if you decide to keep them, you have to remove them and separate them like this so that it can be easier for you to wash them. Because we do not want the smell of liquor in whatever liquid that you're going to be putting in here. Yeah, and just like that, our bottles are halfway ready. I'll wait for the water to come to the right temperature, then we can proceed. So as you can see, there are bubbles at the bottom part of the sufuria, and this is the correct temperature that we want our water to reach. The bubbles have not yet started rising up. That means our water is very hot, but it has not yet started boiling. So we are going to take it off. And voila, we have our 4 clean bottles with no marks left on them. I'll just remove this. Then I'm going to remove the tops. So just like that, we have our 4 clean bottles, and I'm going to use this warm water to wash these bottles, and then I'll be back to show you how you can use these bottles in your kitchen. So as you can see, my bottles don't have water because they are clean and I've already dried them. So this is how I use my bottles in my own kitchen. Instead of using these plastic bottles to store your liquids, say juice, soda, wine, or any other thing that was left over, so you can use this to store your liquid. In this first bottle, I'm going to put fresh pineapple juice that I've squeezed, and I'll show you how I do it in my other video that is coming up soon. So I'm going to add it in here. As you can see, it's very thick. Then I assemble this, which is quite easy. Then top it up and set it aside. This is also pineapple juice, but it has been diluted with water, so it's going to be a little bit thinner than this one. As you can see, this one is watery because it has already been diluted. Yeah, I think that's enough for this. Do the same. Put it there. Then for this one, I'm going to put my cooking oil in here, and this is because I was previously using such a bottle, but I did not like the vibe it was giving me, because the liquor that is contained in this particular bottle is somehow golden or yellowish or whatever color you'd like to call it. So I wasn't liking the vibe, so I've decided to transfer it to this bottle that I've been using, because the liquor that is contained in this bottle is colorless or clear, and the cooking oil that I'm going to be using has some color to it, so you cannot confuse the two. And in this one, I'm going to add my distilled water, drinking water from the dispenser. So for these 3, they go into the fridge, and for this one goes onto the countertop. So for those of you who have been asking how I managed to DIY my cooking oil bottle, this is how I do it, and I hope you try out this DIY and let me know how it goes for you. Was it successful or was it not successful, and why you think it was not successful down in the comment section. So don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll definitely see you in my next one. Bye.